Hello, welcome back. Thanks to the few of my faithful followers. Thanks for coming back. Sorry I've been away. For you newbies, my name is Laura. I do a lot of junk journaling videos on here. I'm going to start doing a little bit of the wedding vibe, crafty stuff, maybe. I don't know if I have time. So between my second job, my full-time job, I'm also going to be doing some other stuff that I'm not going to say on this channel, and but it just involves doing my civic duty. That's all. I'm going to leave it at that. And then with my daughter's upcoming nuptials, I'm going to be busy with that. So yeah, I'm a busy gal. But I haven't been on, and I don't know if you can tell, but I got sick again. Like, and I'm still, like, I feel okay, but on my left side, my ear doesn't completely pop. It hasn't completely popped. It's the weirdest thing. And then my sinus on my left side is just really, really just full of itself. That's all I can say. So yeah, you can tell I'm a little bit nasally, but yeah, I don't know if you remember, I got sick back in the beginning of February, because I remember it's when I went to Shenyun with my mother and my daughter, and Shenyun is just like a Chinese dance troupe. Anyway, so, and I remember being sick for a long time. It was like literally the whole month of February, because you know it's a short month. And then I got sick again, and it's going on 3 weeks. So yeah, but I just haven't been doing anything but just resting when I'm not working. So I've been trying to get myself better. But I left off saying that I had to make a couple masculine journals for a couple cousins that are graduating high school. And I don't know if this is their cup of tea, but you know, I'm going to make them. My uncle wants me to make them, so I'm making them. But I'm just doing them real simple, more like a travel size. And I don't know if I'm going to take this off, this piece. I'm thinking of just cutting it off and just having it be a notebook. But I'm not there yet. But I just wanted to show you that the papers that I'm using are really pretty cool. They're digitals, so they're not papers. I just printed them on regular white paper. But I'm going to take these off. I was going to do this last night and I didn't have time. Went to a wedding Saturday. I have another one this Friday. My youngest brother's getting married. Congratulations! And so I've just been busy. Anyway, so okay. I don't know if I'm in screen here because my setup is a little different, but I have this ring light that's on top. So let's see if that works, because I can't see what I'm doing because I can't flip the camera screen because it'll get caught up in the ring light. So it's a evolution process of how to get this camera thing just right, and it's probably a little bit crooked, but that's okay. I have got digitals from different creators. I have these maps, all these maps, this map, this map, this map. So do I have any more maps? Nope, that's it. They're all from, I don't want to lose, it took me a while to figure out which pages went where. But yeah, there's a map. There's a map. Here's a map. So yeah. And then the back side of this one. Uh-oh. One too many. There we go. Alright. So the maps are from Digital Collage Club. And I believe I paid, I think it was like $98 for lifetime. So pay once and I get lots of, I can go on there anytime and download whatever I want. I got this train. Let's see, where is it? I loved it. Where is it? This train. It's like a plan for a train. Yeah, elevation of a plan of Russian 0660 mallet freight locomotive. And this one is from Architecture Pages from Etsy by MartiJo. Printables by MartiJo. And I thought it was pretty cool because I believe it's a woman, but she spells her name with an I, M-A-R-T-I, and that's a nickname that we call my daughter. So I thought that was kind of cool. So this was actually free to try out, and then I bought some other plans from her as well, or digitals from her as well. Let's see, where are they? So this one, and they're just black and whites, but they're really cool. Yeah, and then I think I have one more that I put in here. Yeah, I used it on this piece, this colored piece. So there you go. And I just thought, hey, they're kind of masculine looking. So those are Printables by MartiJo from Etsy. The maps are from Digital Collage Club. And then I have these half sheets that I bought a while ago from PinkMonarchPrints. So the half sheets are that one right there, and then this one right here. So those are the half sheets, and they're really cool. Yeah, I like them. Okay, and then I also have this is a digital, and then this it's Botanicals by Vectoria Designs, and I believe she's also on Etsy. Yeah, well, I believe they're all on Etsy. Printables by MartiJo, PinkMonarchPrints, and Vectoria Designs are all on Etsy. Digital Collage Club is a membership. Okay, and it has its own website. All right, I was turned on to them by Barbara from 49 Dragonflies. So yeah, I don't know if she is a collaborator with them, but I know she gets like part of the proceeds if you mention her name when you purchase a membership. So yeah. All right, so I went ahead and printed those all, and the only thing that I have to be aware of is when you're printing these, you have to make sure you're putting the paper back in on the reverse side the right way so that you're not getting upside down. So like this was, I had to feed it to get the right side up, if that makes sense. So just be aware of that when you're doing digitals. Other than that, they're pretty simple. I really like using the digitals. Especially if I'm making like this, a masculine type, it is, I feel, it is, it's very, what's the word I'm trying to look for? I just feel like it gives it purpose. So the purpose of the papers going into a journal like this. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be working on. Okay, so I'm going to do just my standard 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And so I want to do it pretty even because I want the outside to look really, really as neat as possible. So I'm just going to make sure. Sorry, I just washed my hands because I let the dog in. I know you didn't see the pause, but there was a pause for me. Okay, so I'm trying to get it within so the cover that I used is, of course, my standard folder file. So just a standard folder file, okay, cut down to the right size. And then I used my paper bag that I have a video, and there's tons of other videos that show you how to make like this faux looking, I don't know, leather maybe. It's cool. I like the way this comes out. Okay, so I want to make these holes pretty close together and side by side so that the reason why I usually go in this way, you know, find the middle and go in this way, but like I said, I want the outside to look really neat, and this is just one of the little tricks, I guess, that I've learned doing these junk journals if I want it to be very uniform. So there's one hole. And I might go top, just make sure I'm getting it. Okay, that looks good. And then kind of in the middle, looks good right about here. See, I'm measure twice, make a hole once. Okay. And then the other side. I'm really trying to concentrate here. Okay, go to the other side. Oh, you know what? Back in the day, my dog would always bark when I did a video, and it's par for the course after being off for 3 weeks that he's barking in the background. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for joining me. In hearing my dog bark. Okay, where did my other hole go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. And it looks a little wider down here, so let's see, how do I fix that? I want to fix that. Push that through. And we'll find a different spot. See how these are, you can't really tell, but there we go. Much much better. And you can't even see where I made those other holes. Okay. So I want to put this in here. This is going to be a tricky part because I usually go through the middle. Now I'm going through, you know, like through the inside, and now I have to go through the outside to find, and that's going to be tricky. But I want to keep these pretty straight. There's my middle. So I'll do this and paper clip it. So now I'm going to do this. I know it seems like backwards, but I just want to make sure I'm getting it good. So I'm just going down that first hole and checking it. Oh, I missed. Oh no, I didn't. That's the second signature. Okay. So I did miss the hole, or I did miss the middle part, but that's okay because I'm going to do right next to it. And I'm not going to go through here. I'm just going to mark it. Because you won't be able to see this. I'll show you when I do this. For those of you who've been here a while, you know, all those mistakes can be fixed. Okay. Alright. So then I have this color that I'm going to be using. And, of course, I have kind of a mess here. And I have my needle, so give me a second. Alright, so I have my needle, and just going to thread that through. Okay. And, okay, I haven't done this in a while, so let's see if I can wing it. So go through the middle. And then up. It doesn't matter which end you go to. And go down. If I can find the other hole. There it is. Make sure I'm doing that right. Okay, tighten it up a little bit. Okay, and then going through the middle one again. And now here's the tricky part. It's not a tricky part. I mean, you just have to make sure that you have one piece on one side of this middle part, and then what is that? And then you want the other end on the other side. I know that makes sense. I know you know what I'm talking about. So you just kind of want to make sure it's kind of tight. And then check out here. See how it's kind of loose? I don't want it that loose. So we're just going to tighten that up a bit. Not too tight because you don't want to rip the pages, the holes. Still kind of loose. What the heck is happening? One more time. One more tight. I'm just, there's like a give because you don't want, trust me, I've gone through the paper before and it's not fun. Okay, let's try that. Yep, there you go. Yep, it's tight. There we go. Ah. And then of course I knotted it wrong. So let's start over. You could cut this too if you don't want it this long. And then just go the reverse. I do it at least 3 times. I'm going to do one more. Okay. And I usually just leave those. Now, here's the other part. I forgot to warn you. And I have warned you guys, if you guys have seen me before. Make sure you want to know what side is that you want right side up. So I have done that plenty of times where I get the signature and tie it all up and it's upside down. And that's not what I wanted. But it is, I've gotten used to it to make sure that that's just the way it goes. But I am going to check this other one that I'm going to put in, the other signature. Make sure this one is right side up. All the pages. I'm mostly worried about that map and the train, the maps. Yeah, okay. And just to let you know, I have 5 pages on each signature, which gives me 20 pages front and back each signature. So there's 40 pages in this journal. And it doesn't seem like a lot when you're like, oh, it's only 10 pages, but times 4 front and back is 40 pages. So let's start this one, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do it a little different since I was so off on the holes. I think I'm just going to mark it next to the hole since I have that signature in, like that. However you want to do this to make it, work for you. If you have a better way to do it than I do, go for it. Okay. So now to make the holes in the middle. See, I was going to do it a different way, and now I think I'm just going to spread this out. See, it's not like quite in the middle, so, or in this little valley. And this is the valley. I don't know what it's called, but I think I heard somebody call it the valley before. That's where I want it to be. Okay. There we go. So again, take my, this is just embroidery floss thread. It's not wax or special. As you can see, I showed you the bag. I'm trying to go through it. Although I'm allowing myself to buy things this year, I still want to use up what I have. Ah! I can't get this, all the threads to go in. Okay, got it. Okay, So we're going okay, where's the middle part? There we go. Okay. So we got that. Going through the other hole. I really like how simple the 3 pamphlet stitch is, but it also looks cool when you do the 5 stitch, because the outside, if you're gonna let your outside show like I am here, it really gives it a cool design. So you may want to think about that, doing the 5 stitch pamphlet, whatever it's called. Okay. Going. Okay. Let's see. I'll do. Having a hard time on the second one. And I ripped the page, but that's alright. I can fix it. There we go. There we go. And here also, when you're using this kind of thread, you see how it got split up? You want to make sure it doesn't get split up. Okay. And again, making sure I learned my lesson from the other one. I got it a lot tighter. I don't know why I double checked it. I had already tied it. I would have had to taken that knot out. Okay. Alright. And I'm just going to cut this so it's kind of even. Okay. So think about all those things when you're making a journal. Make sure it's straight, keeping it straight, where the holes are going to end up. You know, like this hole got like way off from the valley. So yeah, just think about all those things. Because when dealing with paper, you just never know where the folds are going to be. But look, I'm really happy with how the outside looks. Looks really good. Alright, so now all I have to do is decorate it, and that's the funnest part. This is the hardest part, I think, and then this is the funnest part. And yeah. Alright guys, if you didn't totally hate this video, give me a thumbs up. Think about subscribing if you're new. For all my oldies, thanks for coming back. Really appreciate you all. Ta-ta for now. Bye.